Welcome back to the Recovery Channel. I'm Brian Ariel, Treatment Director of the Outpatient Recovery Program at Applied Care Services. This week, I want to talk a little bit about emotional sobriety and recovery. So when we're in recovery, a lot of times we're not really emotionally available and we're not emotionally mature. It just is part of the addiction process where that kind of area of our brain and that development kind of shuts down and we kind of revert to kind of being like a 3-year-old again, or a toddler, or even a 5-year-old. But when we talk about emotional sobriety, what we're talking about is handling emotions as they come and not being carried away with them or overwhelmed by them. And emotional sobriety in recovery can be very hard, especially when we've been stuffing our emotions for a very long time. And maybe sometimes we self-medicate our emotions away. And over years, we have not exercised that part of ourself, that emotional part, to the point of where it can handle a crisis or what we think is a crisis. And we might get spun out on something that is as simple as, well, I don't know, maybe my cat puked on the floor and now my world's coming to an end. I just can't handle it. Or maybe I've had a disagreement with a significant other and I kind of blow things out of proportion and I'm feeling all sorts of feelings all at once. Well, emotional sobriety is being able to take those emotions as they come and handle them, deal with them in a better way, in a way that doesn't lead us back to relapsing or self-medicating. Self-medication is not always the answer, and a lot of times the reason why is because we felt overwhelmed. We had emotional pain, we maybe had physical pain, or maybe a combination of both. And 9 times out of 10, it's due to trauma or some other unforeseen emotional thing that we've gone through. So emotional sobriety and recovery is very important. And you might ask, how can I develop emotional sobriety? Well, one way is go to therapy, right? Go to therapy, talk about your emotions, talk about the difficulty of having to deal with life on life's terms, because that's a new thing. That's a new thing for us when we've been using, because we're kind of like bottled up with emotions and we don't know how we should feel or what we should feel or what the context of those feelings are. And it can be kind of like an unnerving time. But don't worry, you're not going nuts. What's happening is that you're learning how to do and deal with the emotions, and you're exercising that part of you that has been kind of put to sleep for a while. So it's not always a fun thing, but emotional sobriety along with regular sobriety can really lead us into really achieving great progress and great success in our recovery. When we can control or regulate our emotions better, we're better set up to be able to handle everyday challenges without being taken out by those emotional type triggers. So I hope this made sense, and I hope this helps you understand a little bit about emotional sobriety and how emotions and recovery can kind of interplay a little bit. And I look forward to seeing you next time. I will be having a link to an article in this, so check out down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, like and subscribe down below. And follow us on Facebook. We'll be posting this to our Facebook page. And also look for us on Instagram also. We'll have some videos on Instagram on some other topics also. So thank you for joining. I look forward to seeing you next time on the Recovery Channel. Again, I'm Brian Ariel, Treatment Director of the Outpatient Recovery Program at Applied Care Services. Be well.